Hello everyone, my name's Seth and today I'll be doing my book training report on John Doerr's Speed and Scale. So let's get into it. So before I get into my presentation, I just want to do a quick overview of the presentation itself. In the next slide, slide 3, I'll be doing an introduction of the book itself. I'll be doing a very brief introduction in 2 or 3 sentences to leave more time for the insights that I have in slides 4 through 8. These are insights that I have taken away from reading the book. And there are 5 insights that I'll be going over. And then once I finish that, I'll be concluding the presentation. So let's get into it. So, Speed and Scale by John Doerr presents a soup to nuts plan for bringing the global economy to a net zero emission by 2050. John Doerr sets up this plan and breaks it into 5 categories: transportation, electricity, agricultural, natural sources, and industry. In my opinion, the book serves as an excellent and comprehensive overview of climate change mitigation. And for me, it sparked some interesting questions about the trade-offs inherent in a project of this size. With that being said, I'll move on to my first insight, which is an actual comprehensive plan. Um, in this book, John Doerr lays out a very detailed but also easy to understand plan that addresses climate change mitigation. Um, and the insight that I got from reading this was the importance of businesses to have a plan that's comprehensive and easy for people to understand, especially with the or especially among the public. Um, uh, for the for businesses having a comprehensive plan like this, and also understanding climate change mitigation is important. And I think it's important for several reasons. Firstly, it allows them to anticipate and prepare for regulatory changes and market shifts related to climate action. Um, Over the years, we've seen market shifts and changes in our economy that have been related to climate action and climate goals set either by our country or the UN. Um, and by understanding the broader landscape of these mitigation efforts, businesses can really identify opportunities for innovation and investment and also collaboration. On top of that, a comprehensive overview enables businesses to align their strategies with global sustainability goals, enhancing their reputation and competitiveness uh, and an increasingly eco-conscious market. So my second insight is optimistic goal setting and thinking big. In this book, John Doerr really sets some optimistic goals for his plan, especially tackling something like climate change. You definitely have to be optimistic because the outcome of failing to follow this plan is pretty depressing. And with this, you have to think big. So, um, why I think this is important, and how it can be applied. I just think that ambitious goals and thinking big are crucial components of strategic planning for a business, especially in the context of climate change. Um, Setting audacious emission reduction targets and embracing large-scale initiatives not only demonstrates corporate leadership, but in my opinion, it also drives innovation and differentiation. Um, it it does this by challenging conventional boundaries. Businesses can unlock through new opportunities for growth, efficiency improvements, and market disruption. Adding on to that, a focus on massive scale enables businesses to leverage economies of scale and also take collective action, which help amplify their impact of sustainability. Moving on to my third insight, the importance of detailed planning. Um, yeah, this book is a long book, 400 and something pages, and it is detailed, and it's detailed, but it's still coherent, which I really enjoyed about the book. But yeah, he breaks down and makes sure to touch points on every different aspect of the five categories he goes over. Um, and the insight I took away from this is the importance of this detailed planning. um, it's so important for businesses, especially navigating the complexities of climate change mitigation. Um, Strategic plans that outline specific actions, timelines, and resource allocations provide clarity, as well as direction for implementation. This detailed planning definitely helps businesses anticipate challenges, identify opportunities, and mitigate risk associated, sorry, with sustainability initiatives. On top of that, it facilitates alignment and coordination across various departments and stakeholders, making sure that there's a cohesive and effective execution of these climate strategies. Moving on to my fourth insight, the art of smart choices and trade-offs. This is probably by far my favorite insight um, from the book. I just think that you know the need of intelligent choices and trade-offs in our current market and our current climate is important, especially in the face of diverse challenges and limited resources. I think businesses must make these intelligent choices and trade-offs, especially when crafting um, strategies and strategies revolving around climate. Strategic decision making definitely involves prioritizing initiatives based on their potential impact, as well as like feasibility and alignment with organizational goals. Businesses need to assess various factors such as technology or technological feasibility, market dynamics, regulatory landscapes, and stakeholder expectations, especially when evaluating sustainability options. On top of this, making informed choices and trade-offs really enables businesses to optimize their investments and maximize returns while also minimizing the risk in pursuit of their climate goals. So, for my fifth insight, action and accountability, um, the book talks a lot about action and accountability, that the whole plan is about action. And yeah, so, you know, the why I thought this was an important insight is because taking action as well as demonstrating accountability are definitely imperative for businesses committed to addressing climate change. And I think for any business moving forward in our current world, whether they want to ignore climate change um, or add that into their business model, I think that all strategic plans should not remain theoretical documents, but should translate into concrete actions and measurable outcomes. Um, Doing this and by actively engaging in sustainability initiatives, businesses can really enhance their reputation. I think that through that they can attract investors and strengthen customer loyalty. Um, Moreover, establishing mechanisms like this, like monitoring and reporting progress, definitely uh, creates transparency and builds trust with stakeholders and enables course correction as needed, um, as well as demonstrating accountability reinforces uh, as well as how demonstrating accountability reinforces the credibility of businesses' sustainability commitments. So, should you read this? Honestly, it's hard for me to say. I feel like I definitely need to go back and read it for a second time, because I read this book definitely in a rush. I left myself a month to finish this book, and it was definitely not enough time, especially for me. When I do read a book, I take at least 3 months just so I can properly digest the information. Even though this was a very easy to understand and comprehensive plan that was laid out by John Doerr, um, I definitely need to read it in a different perspective without the need to fulfill an assignment. But if you're looking for a comprehensive, optimistic, but practical overview of the field, grounded in science and economics, but not overly technical or detailed, this is definitely the book for you. Um, it does a great job at that. Um, so if that sounds interesting to you, grab this book and read it. Um, yeah, thank you so much for listening to my book report. Have a great day.